why is it that making clothes for ourselves feels so much riskier, so much scarier than making almost anything else? That is a question I have been thinking about for some time, longer than I realized actually. And it is a fascinating question because it comes back to who we are, like how we look at ourselves, how we move through the world. So for the past couple of weeks, I have been organizing my thoughts on this into something practical. Now, I'm not quite done with it. I'm still putting on the final touches. But basically, it is a guide how you can make your own dresses without using a commercial pattern. It is a guide and it is a workbook. Somewhere in the middle of this, while I was working on this, I realized that I wasn't actually writing about sewing at all. I was writing about something underneath sewing. So this is the question that I want to kind of go into today. Why is it so much scarier to sew clothes for ourselves than making pretty much anything else? At least until you get started. Now, at first glance, you may not agree with me at all, but let me explain. Imagine you bake a loaf of bread and it doesn't rise. Well, too bad. You'll try again next time. Or let's say you make a wooden cutting board and it starts to warp slightly. Well, chances are you'll probably still use it. It can still hold a tomato and you won't feel horrible about it. Or, let's take sewing. Let's say you make a quilt and there's a couple of wonky seams, it doesn't quite line up perfectly. Chances are you're still going to use that quilt. You're going to put it on your couch or your bed and it's going to be loved anyway. Now, let's turn that around for a minute. Let's say you're making yourself a piece of clothing and it doesn't quite turn out right. It's not working. When we have a mistake in a garment, it feels more like a mistake in us. When it doesn't fit our body, there's something wrong with our body. Now, when we don't really like the style, we don't have a good sense of our own taste. Clothes are so tangled up with identity in a way that a cutting board never will. And when you take that step and create something that you are actually going to wear, you're going to walk through the world in, it is like it opens up a whole can of worms. Now, the other thing is the clothes that you wear kind of represent you in an absolute way. As you're walking down the street in something you made or not made, in some ways you're just telling the world, this is who I am, this is what I like, this is what I represent, right? Whether you consciously think about it or not. So if you're going to showcase something so publicly, then there's also a fair amount of pressure to make it look decent, right? Nobody's going to really look at your half okay finished quilt in your bedroom, but they are going to look at the dress that you are wearing as you're entering the store, the coffee shop, wherever. So before you even get started on sewing your own clothes, that might be sitting in the back of your mind, kind of clouding your judgment. The pressure is on, right? Before you have even gotten started. Now the thing is, if you are actually interested in sewing your own clothes, there isn't really another path other than getting started. You have to start making those less than perfect pieces in order to finally create something that you really like. Of course, you could create something wonderful on your first attempt. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that sometimes it takes a little bit of trial and error to get to a point where you feel quite comfortable. Which also is, of course, why it's important to start with something not too much overly complicated. Now, I have watched a lot of tutorials and I have created my fair share. And I realized something. The biggest obstacle in order to get over that hump was never really about practical knowledge. It was about permission. Now, I've done this quite a few times now. I've got the fabric cut out in front of me. There's no pattern telling me what to do next, which decision to make here, etc. Now, there's always a moment where I could stop and I could go looking for someone to tell me which way to go here. But instead, I just decided to pick a direction. It's not necessarily the right direction, but it is a path forward, right? And I do this not because I have mastered some technique or that I absolutely know what I'm doing, because I do not. It's because I let myself trust that I already know the answer. It is within me somewhere. I have a sense of what I like and what I don't like and where I want to end up. Now, the road there might sometimes not be completely straight, but it is definitely mine, right? And so the key there is to go ahead, get started, not ask for permission. Now that is generally the shift. You don't actually need another tutorial. And I'm not talking about if you get stuck at a particular point because you can't figure out how to do like a technique or you have a specific issue, then go ahead, look up how to do that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm thinking more about a general course of action, direction. Where do I go from here? Because I think we need permission to begin. We need a shift in our mindset, like to enable us to act freer, more forcefully, like to claim more agency of like ourselves and our bodies and the way we move through the world. And clothes is actually a really great way of doing that. Now you could be like, hey, I can just go out and buy myself my own clothes. You can certainly do that. However, perhaps you're the kind of person who actually kind of want to sew their own clothes, who want to have that freedom to make all of those very specific choices. Then I'm talking to you, right? You know what I'm talking about. So what does permission actually mean? I think fundamentally it means permission to create something imperfect. You can have your own taste, even if it's not exactly what's in the pattern book or what's in fashion right now, like what's the current style. Permission to fit the clothes to your specific body and not try to quietly make your body fit the clothes, which is what we always do whenever we go shopping, because nothing is ever truly made for us. And the way we look, we always try to squeeze our way into something that's already made for a very generic body, and your body might not look anything like that particular body. Permission to make something that you love, even if no one else agrees with you. And underneath it all, permission to trust yourself. That's what we're talking about here. Like finding your own style and your own preferences and trust that instinct. So this is what changed once I started making my own clothes. I stopped thinking about like imaginary rules and started thinking about, okay, I have this fabric. What does this fabric offer? Like, what does this fabric want to become? I started looking at like my body in the mirror. Like, what does my body actually want? Like, what does it need? What is it that I want to like portray to the world? And what I found on the other side wasn't necessarily less structure. I would say I found more kind of joy, more playfulness. Being a kid in your own world and not being so directly like stuck on a path. Basically, I found garments that were entirely mine. Not perfect by any means. I'm not claiming that they are perfect, they are not. But they are good enough. And in some cases, I mean, they're pretty good. So that is what I've been working on. That's what I've been building, expanding this mindset. So basically I have a rather extensive guide. It keeps growing, and a workbook. And the whole idea is that I walk you through the decisions of making a dress, primarily by using what you already have in your closet. All those patterns that you have hanging in your closet that are already there and that already fit you. So anyway, to wrap it up, sewing your own clothes is not just about having a handmade garment. That is one part of it, certainly an important part. But there's like a whole other world of things that come with that. It's really about becoming the kind of person who trusts their own judgment, making something that is entirely yours. And I think that maybe what many of us have been waiting for isn't more information. It's permission.